Not again. Alright. Good thing it happened once again while we were doing this and not during like a major. What I wonder is, did this guest still have talked to him
Legion is working with
himself?
me voluntarily. It's part of my team.
It has a name. Fascinating. The things I could learn under slightly different circumstances.
This platform is not available for experimentation.
There you go, Legion, exactly.
Charming. I am pleased to see that the humans, at least, have not abandoned synthetics. This whole trial is a farce born of fear.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Oh my god.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
You know, we can simply ask Legion, hey, are you guys able to regenerate just from your tiny pieces? And if Legion says no, something else happened. Y'all have got
Sounds
to.
like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least
But I
on
like
the
how
Admiralty
Legion's just
board,
like, I'm a
Hangerel
good
sees
boy.
an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rail alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Talizora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
You know, a lot of this, like, alright, I'm gonna say this right now. A lot of this trial can be cleared up just by asking Legion a simple question. Hey, are any of those parts able to become a reborn Geth? And have Tally describe the part she sent. If Legion says, no, that shouldn't be able to happen, then the issue's over with. Like, it's literally over with. It's done. It should be, they're like, oh, that means there must have been Geth that attacked, or something else happened. Like, this whole trial is stupid. Because, like she said, they're using this as a pretext for something else, which could lead to Tally's death, or exile, or whatever, all because they want to know something.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rail might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Talizora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Oh.
Geth behavioral changes from hacking only last until programs are restored from archival copy. We judge this plan unsound, Creator Admiral.
Exactly, Legion.
For once, Legion. We agree.
Agree.
We shall see, marvelous machine. We shall see.
Easy. Yeah. And the thing is, so, like, I don't like her. And she made no good points because in the moment she said, I want to control the Geth, um, that her whole thing was invalid. The other dude, the Queep guy, even though he was a jerk, he is right about what why they're in the situation and they should try to make peace. And Legion even affirmed that they could, but they got to get rid of the ones that are controlled by the Reapers. Okay,
Thank you for the information.
We're gonna
It was a pleasure
go.
to
I
meet
think
you,
that's all
Commander.
of the I think that's all of the admirals.
Talizora and Hafara are out of control. This is on their heads.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing them. Talizora's guilty.
If Talizora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one.
Hey, I'm not stupid.
Is that really a Geth, Talizora? The guards at the docking bay said...
Don't worry, it's under our control. With luck, it will help us retake the Alarai.
If you say so. Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and
And
Captain
Legion
Shepard
is just
Bastromity.
chilling. He's just like, I'm just here.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Alright.
Sensor contact.
Go get them, Tika. Good girl. Oh. Okay.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
What? What do you mean they're in the system?
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can.
You salvage
Within
stuff from
reason.
Hellstrom?
We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
I wish we could, like, talk to our party members like we used to before, because I want to hear what Legion says. Like, hey, dude, is it possible for this stuff to happen? I guess this is why, like, if you wanted to take the risk to bring Legion to Tali's recruitment, I'm assuming that is why, like, some of this stuff would be answered. And I actually will probably look up a YouTube video about that, so I can just see the different dialogue.
We can use this!
Geth shield stream.
Enemies detected.
What?
Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
What the what happened here?
Weapons ready. Go for the optic. Go for the optic. Got one.
Long-range target neutralized. Automated flight weapon ring. Enemy disabled.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
But then how did they get Geth?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tally. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Or, you know, you guys can come up with domes. Because literally what they explained to, like, it said that you guys got this way because you stayed in such, like, quarantine environments. You guys didn't know how to fight off stuff anymore.
Taking hits. Under fire.
Take that.
Target processed.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year.
What?
This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
What?
Father!
Oh.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not wanted, but it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
So it looks like Tally's dad somehow rebuilt Geth and reactivated them so they could take over, so they could have Geth on their own side to fight back, to take their homeworld, or have, like, I don't know, like, to study the Geth. I don't know. Oh my God, what the heck, dude?
Contact below. Warning, enemy using optical camouflage.
They should soften them up.
Okay.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Wow.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served
Girl,
on.
you are worried
He would
about
be
your
worse than an
dad.
exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Oh my god.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Like I
We
said,
need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
We must trust Shepard's offer of assistance. It's only been a few hours.
The Quarian Marines lasted less than 5 minutes, Admiral. Call it.
A pity Shepard Vast Normandy is a better speaker than a soldier. I recommend posthumously exiling Tali Zora.
What?
It was agreed that Tali Zora would not be convicted if she were killed in action.
It was suggested, Admiral. I recall no agreement. To that end, I call for an immediate vote.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
alright, so we're gonna say you should pardon Tarzan.
Tali Zora Vast Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
We're not gonna use the evidence from your dad.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
I could rally the crowd. I don't need evidence, yeah.
Tali helped me defeat Sarah.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Han Garrel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Talizora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Talizora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Oh my goodness.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
That sounds like you're not going to.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Talizora Vas Normandy. Kila Solai.
You're still calling her Vas Normandy. She's been oh my god.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said, what he did, you deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Come on, Talizora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Okay, I'm okay with her saying
Thank
it.
you, Captain.
This is valuable.
I was wrong. Talizora was innocent after all.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Nice talking, Shepard. Funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
So he knew exactly what was going on.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created
She
can be
knew
recreated.
exactly what was being
In any event,
done.
I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
Worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are done.
The talk of war gives me hope. Maybe we can retake the whole world in my lifetime.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
I'm not gonna say that because he clearly did care about Tally.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tally.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Keela Salai.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tally shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Off the record? Rail Zora was bringing the Geth online and networking them for weapons tests.
Keela.
You can never tell anyone, Hen.
You have my word. Thanks for keeping quiet. I would have heard what your father wanted for the fleet. I'm just glad you didn't have... Be well, Tally. Fly safe.
Very impressive, Shep. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
Keep pushing.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Thank you, Commander.
But what he said is right, that there is a need for peace. So, let's get out of here. Oh, but there's one other person we have to talk to back at the...
The RRI was a good start, but there are lots more Geth out there that need killing.
I knew they wouldn't exile Tali Zora.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Raya, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
Alright, let's end the mission. I think that's it. Likely to need... Callie has a new outfit. Geth shield. Tech damage. Okay, so we got that one. Alright guys, so it is midnight where I am right now. So...
Commander, Legion would like to talk with you.
Okay, nice. So, we got that. So right now we are down to 3 on the countdown. Let's do armor upgrade, tech damage. Oh, Joker. Okay, let's talk to Joker.
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
The commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
I'm glad that mess is over for Tali, Commander. Some of those Quarians. I guess living your whole life aboard a ship can really mess with your priorities. Not that I would know. I'll just burn myself. Great.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Well, I always liked Tali, so let's just move on. And having Legion around is just begging for a rifle up your ass without the sweet talk. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright, so Tali has something new to say. We're gonna go talk to Legion. However, let's do Kasumi. Let's do all the other stuff before talking to Legion, and then we can end the stream, because it is midnight, y'all. I gotta go to bed because I gotta go shopping in the morning. Because we gotta talk to Kasumi theme, and then Tali, and then go to Legion. And then we're gonna end the night, and then tomorrow we are going to talk. Okay, so we're going to talk to, we're gonna do Legion's loyalty mission and the end of the game.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear.
Oh, it's 5 a.m. there? Oh my god.
I assumed that would be enough to protect
but yeah, if I get up early enough...
Spice on a spring wind. Sunset, eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way. Okay, before I progress on this, so I'm going to do all this and then save after we get Legion's loyalty mission. And so hopefully I'm going to hopefully get up early tomorrow and go grocery shopping. I just got like 2 places to hit and I should be home. As long as I don't dawdle. And then I'm coming home and then I'm going to do and then we're going to try to finish this out tomorrow.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met?
Using the walkthrough.
I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
Okay, using the walkthrough, we have 2 missions left before the end of the game, which is before we get to the just nothing but story missions. There is Overlord, which is a DLC mission, and then Legion's loyalty mission. And then after that is nothing but story missions after that. So, it's, like I said, it's the train ain't gonna stop, no breaks.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
Oh my god.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Wait a minute. Where did this line come from? What? Where did this... You hear him talk about, oh my god, my wife died. I've been regretting it all my life. I'm dying. Oh my god. And then you just go, oh my god, Thane, I want to jump your bones. I want you so bad. Like, excuse me. I'm taking a screenshot of this because I am going to send it to my friends. Because what the what in the world? He's like, I want to jump your bones, Thane. I want to ride that Jarrell. Girl.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
Siha?
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
I don't like that.
There you are. I'm really glad you got Tali out of trouble with the migrant fleet. It's hard to see her upset. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury.
Like, that line was so fucked up. Like, what? You hear him talk about his wife and how her death broke him, and you go, I want you so bad. I want to jump your bones, Thane. Like,
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
Basically, she's saying they're all nosy.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
This feels like someone is supposed to be here. Okay. Let's go back upstairs, talk to Samara, and then Legion. I'm gonna hit save, and I will see you guys in about 8 to 9 hours, because I'm gonna go to sleep and I gotta go grocery shopping. I like going grocery shopping early in the morning. I gotta get ice and I have to get stuff for my lunch for work. No.
Shepard.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you.
Hmm?
I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
Okay, hold up. I hope this doesn't lead to a romance. Because we're not trying to romance tomorrow. We just wanted to talk to this lady because she seemed cool. I didn't even know you, like, Mia did tell me you could romance her, but I didn't think it was like this.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
Oh my god, Morinth?
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You were a slave?
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices. but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
Oh wow, nice.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
Let's go talk to Legion, get his loyalty mission, and call it for tonight.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
What did you learn?
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL-COM buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
Heretic headquarters. Sounds like we could end their raids once and for all. Let's do it.
Total victory is a possibility. We cannot judge the odds at this time. Regardless, we will begin preparations.
Percy's fail is fast after. Okay, so alright guys, that is it. We are going to, I'm going to hit save right here. Oh my god, I am tired. I'm tired. I'm going to find some of us to raid, and like I said, I am calling it for tonight. Like I said, hopefully will be back by tomorrow. Well, it'll be tomorrow morning for me. I Major Night. I'm very glad Major Night. Like I said, I'll be back. Like I said, I'm planning on trying to go to the to the grocery store around 8 a.m. and then hopefully I'll be back by 10, and I can most likely finish out this game by then. By tomorrow, because like I said, we are at the end of the game. So, alright, so we are going to raid Froob, who is playing Yakuza, well, not Yakuza anymore, Like a Dragon 8, Infinite Wealth. So we are going to raid them. I hope you guys have a nice night. Here is the raid message. So good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. See you guys. That's the raid message.